when you get your bow, when you're putting the arrow in, you got your nock on the bottom, and there should be one discolored side fin on your arrow. That always goes down. So you get it in there, and then place it in your whisker biscuit, which there's a lot of different styles, and a lot of people tell you different stuff. I use the whisker biscuit because when I'm walking around trying to search for a deer, if I'm not sitting in a deer stand, I can still keep my arrow in and not have to worry about it falling out. So we'll probably get the same setup for you. They have drop-aways and a lot of different stuff, but like I said, we'll probably use the whisker biscuit for you. You got your sights, which mine are set up for 20, 30, 40, 50, 60. And then your stabilizer adds a little more weight to the front. Obviously, your arrows, your string. That's about all you need to know with the bow mechanics and how it works. I'm shooting at about 30 yards here, so I'll be using the second pin. When you're getting ready, obviously, this is called a release or a trigger. You'll attach your release into your loop that you have on the string, and that loop will match up perfectly with where your arrow sits in your rest. So you attach it. Always leave your finger behind the trigger so you don't release it accidentally when you're pulling back. And when you start pulling back, you want to push forward with your left hand and pull back with your right. And then when you do pull it back, you want to see how my hand, I got my fingers forward so I'm not actually holding on to my bow. This will give you a little bit more stability. And my finger's still behind the trigger. And then when you bring it up to your face, you want to set basically the top of your release right on your cheek, and your finger should be right up underneath your ear. And you never want to dry release a bow without an arrow in there, because when it flies forward it could break, and that would be really bad and hurt. So you gotta be careful of that too. The only time you actually want to fire is when you have an arrow in. When you're looking downrange and you're trying to aim at your target, so like I said, I'm going to be using the second pin at 30 yards. When I pull back, I'm going to take a deep breath in, and I'm going to release about halfway, and I'm going to hold that, and then I'm going to bring my second dot right onto the spot, right onto the target where I'm shooting, and then release. And when you release, you want to pull really slowly back on it until it releases. If you jerk it while you're pulling the trigger, that's when you're going to get your inconsistency with your shots, because you're going to jerk your bow while you do that. So you want to make it real smooth, just a real easy pull, and allow it to fly. I'll shoot a couple and let you watch. You also want to remember that when you are firing, you want to bend your left arm a little bit, the arm you're holding your bow with, because if you don't and you keep it straight, when you release, the string will come back and whip you right here, and it'll actually take off some layers of skin. It'll give you a really nice looking rash. So you want to be careful of that.
Anyone can tell you're pretty, and you get that all the time.